Hi, welcome to Spanish Cooking. Today we are preparing codfish donuts or codfish balls. Are delicious, very typical in Spain for spring especially. And the first thing you need to do is to bring water to a boil with a bay leaf and some pepper seeds, like you see here, not cracked but whole, and some drops of oil. And once it's boiling, then you add your codfish. Turn the heat off and then let it there for 10 minutes. So in the meantime, you can chop one garlic clove or two if you like it a lot, and also your onion. I would say you can add one spring onion, depending on the size of the onion, of course, and how much you like it, but I strongly recommend you to add the onion because it will provide with some extra humidity to the dough. Otherwise could be too tough. So start cutting the onion as you see here, and then chop it as small as you possibly can. And do the same with some fresh parsley leaves. It will bring the typical combination codfish and parsley, which is very typical in Spain. And finally, drain the codfish and chop it as well as small as you possibly can. You could eventually do it also with blender, but I don't think it's necessary. I like to find also some chunks on it. And now you will prepare the dough. Just put some flour along with some salt and baking powder. Be careful with the salt because codfish could be really salty from the beginning, so just be careful with the salt and add some water. Now start mixing, taking into account that the dough at this point will be still quite dry, but don't worry because you will add a couple of eggs afterwards. So just take into account that because otherwise you would end with a very liquid dough. You of course can adapt the consistency of the dough as long as you keep mixing it. So if you find it too liquid, then more flour, and if it's too tough, then add more water. Now when you are happy with that, add the rest of the ingredients: the onion, the garlic, the parsley, and finally the fish. And now you can check for the last time the consistency of the dough. So it should end up like you see here, something still runny but not too liquid. And once it's done, let it sit for 30 minutes in the fridge. And then after half an hour, heat a large amount of oil. It doesn't matter, olive oil or sunflower seed oil or whatever, and fry small amounts of dough. As you see here, you can help yourself with a couple of spoons and let them fry until they are golden brown and nice and crunchy in the outside but still nice in the inside. Let them strain on some kitchen paper so you remove the excess oil, and let them sit for a couple of minutes, and then they are ready to be served. So eat them while they are still hot, and of course don't forget to enjoy them. See you soon.